Welding thick material like 3/16, 1/4 inch and thicker onto thin sheet metal like 16, 18 or 22 gauge, it's a little tricky. You want enough heat input to get a good bead and good penetration into the thick material to have a good joint, but if you put too much heat into it, you risk blowing through that thin sheet metal. Now you'll often run across this problem when you're doing something like, adding a roll cage floor plate onto your rig, or in the case of the Gomanche project when I was welding in the Unibody stiffeners. Now these joints aren't really structural. You're really just adding the thicker material onto the thinner material just to give it more heft, more beef, so then maybe you can weld a thick roll cage tube or rock slider tube onto it and it won't tear off. Now because of that, you can take advantage of a welding process that's called stitch welding. Torch position is key. If these two pieces of steel were the same thickness, we'd basically aim at the center of that lap joint and just move our way down, attaching the two. But if we do that, we risk blowing through this bottom piece of steel because it's so thin. So what I do instead is I point the wire at the thicker piece of steel, allow the bead to build up, and then roll it down onto the bottom piece, minimizing the heat input into the thinner metal. I'm also not running a constant bead. This process of stitch welding is basically stacking a bunch of tacks on top of each other, but by starting the bead on the larger, thicker piece of metal, it allows enough heat input to attach it to the thin metal. And it's as easy as that. We now have the thick material, in this case 3/16, welded to a piece of thin material, 16 gauge. Didn't blow through the 16 gauge, didn't even warp it. And that's because stitch welding minimizes the heat input into the thinner metal.